and welcome back to my channel. I am about to have a go at my silhouette page. This is the third time I've done it for various reasons. Third time lucky, as they say. I've got some Distress Oxides, I've got Black Soot, Chipped Sapphire, Salty Ocean, Tumbled Glass and Speckled Egg. I'm not 100% sure if I'll use them all, but just in case anybody wanted to know what I was using. Let's see if that will focus. No, doesn't want to focus. I need something on it, I think. Don't panic, I will sort that. And I'll use my Cricut here to cut out a bear silhouette with some space around it so that I can use it as a template. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and line that up now. Hopefully what I'll do is use this to help me. Right, let's see if we can get this to focus now. That's better. Slightly better. Right, let's put this where we want it. Something sort of like that, I think will do. Then I will pop this on top. Something like that. Let's get that bit out if we can. Actually, it can come out that side, can't it? Turn the whole thing over. And I'm just going to straighten up that top edge and just double check that the stencil covers everything. I think it does. And I'm going to use some just normal sellotape to stick that on at the back. I'm going to stick it on my hand first so that it's not so sticky. Hopefully that will be sticky enough to hold it in place. Right, the reason I've done this twice is I've been impatient and not waited for paint to dry, so I've learnt my lesson. You'd think I'd learn it after the first time, but definitely after the second time I haven't learnt my lesson. Right, all going well then. That's centred on my page. And that is my template. Now, let us get some Distress Oxides. Now I didn't use Tumbled Glass when I did it before. Let me just have a look and see what Tumbled Glass looks like. Is it too dark? Oops. Let me try the Speckled Egg next to it. Interesting. I don't know what I'm going to use. I think I might use both. So there's going to be a band here, hopefully, of Speckled Egg. And then I'll put a bit of Tumbled Glass over that. Now we're going in with some Salty Ocean. And whoops, might help if I put it the right way around. At the top here, the Chipped Sapphire. And what I'll have to do, I think, is just go back in with those same colours and just blend all this out. So I'm going to use the Speckled Egg in the middle. Trying to get a night sky effect anyway. I can't remember if I've already said that or not. And I'm just going to use some more of the sapphire, Chipped Sapphire at the bottom here. This is going to be quite dark where the bear's feet are, so I'm not unduly worried about that. Just want to make sure it sort of blends up into there. Okay, not looking too shabby. I am now going to go in with black soot, and I'm just going to try and get just around the edge as if it's fading out to black. And again, I might need to go back in with the others just to neaten it up a bit, give them some black feet. Something along those lines anyway. Might be hard to see what I'm doing. Partly because I don't really know what I'm doing. I do feel like I want it to be darker at the top here. And down the bottom here. Okay, so there is my bear. What I need now is a piece of scrap card. She says looking in the bin. Well, I found this piece. I'm just, I wondered if it's wide enough. Hopefully it is. Right, I'm trying to make a mountain range, so I need it that way round, like that. And I'm going to do it quite high up, like that. Maybe this is where I'll use the tumbled glass. Right. Next up, I think I'm going to go with the chipped sapphire, and I'm going to turn this over so we have a different mountain. Let's see what happens if we do it like this. Bad, and then we'll turn it back around. I don't want to use the same one, or we could just make a new one. What would we want? Something higher over the front end here, so doesn't really matter, I don't think. That's something like, oh, I've done it again, so I need it that way around, don't I? Oh no, we'll use this bit. I'll just cut it from. Which bit did I cut it from? Oh, I can't remember. This one, I think. Yeah, I do want it to overlap a bit. I think like that. Right, I'm going in with black now. Hopefully this will be all right. Yeah, we've got a kind of 3-ish. Yeah, that will do. Now, what I want to do is put some white paint, but I don't want it on this bit here particularly, so I've got to try and find the piece that I used to begin with, which is that one. Is it? It is, but it went that way, didn't it? Or something. want the reverse of that, so I want the bit that I tore off. Might have been helpful if I'd... Nope, I've got that. Does that go on there? Yeah, it does. Like that. Something like that. It won't hurt too much. That'll be fine. Just don't really want to get white on that bit. Okay, so we need some white paint. And there we go. I wonder whether not to add a little yellow to that. Just, and I mean a really tiny amount. Doesn't help that my brush is in dirty water. I'm just going to squeeze the tiniest amount, try and squeeze the tiniest amount out of here. Here we go. And I'm literally just going to touch my brush to it. I don't need much. I just don't want it to be too white. And I'm being silly because I was thinking I was doing the moon, but I'm not. So it literally doesn't matter. Let's just add a little water here. Back. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I've covered up the bits I don't want to get stars on. Particularly, that's our starry sky. Try not to overdo it. Take those off. Oh, I've managed to get it over that bit there. I'm not worried. I'm just going to leave that. It does look a bit odd now, though. It looks like I could do with something here, doesn't it? Let me dry this. Right, you can't really see that band very well, so I'm thinking I might pop something in just there, but I need to kind of cover up that bit as best I can. I think like that. And I'm going to go with a bit of the Salty Ocean. Don't know if this will work. It won't if I do that. Does that look? That looks a little bit better, I think. Could do with something over here as well. Like that maybe, but not on that bit there. What does that look like? I think I like that better. I'm conscious of the fact that I've managed to get something on there now. Making a right pig's ear of this, aren't I? I think I'm just going to have to leave that. What I wanted to do was go back over that bit there. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. Doesn't seem to be stopping me though, does it? Let's be honest. I just want maybe just that. That looks a bit better. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I have no clue. I'm just trying to sharpen up that mountain range there. I think that will have to do. Now, dark doesn't look too dark. I might have to go back round with that very carefully because that's got a lot of. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to put a moon on there. Could do with some time. Do you know what? I'll do that in a minute. Let's take this off. Can't get it off. Come on. Turn it over. Not too shabby. It's not awful. I have to be careful not to get my dirty hands on it as well. Now, I was worried about this bit here. I mean, can you actually see that that's like a mountain range? We've got stars down here, so I think I'm just going to I think I am just going to go in here and just pretend that one doesn't exist now. And we do need a moon. And I think I'm going to put it up here. I might use a paint pen because it doesn't look like it wants to draw on here. Yep. That will do. I will just dry that before I mess around with it. And I think I'm just going to add a bird silhouette or two. I think I'm actually just going to leave that now. It's not gone exactly how I had planned in my head, but that is, it does at least look a bit like a silhouette anyway.